Another blessed moment has arrived. Talking about the Vice Shorts buyout happening, which I think is very interesting. So buyout people, please wait to buy out Force of Will later so that I can have my packs, my cheap packs that I love, that I'm quite addicted to. So 6 packs of Twilight Wanderer, and we're cracking some Regalia, and I hope to crack some more. I especially love these two. These two are really part of what I think is what I call the toolkit for this cube. So that's really nice, awesome pulls. And I'm gonna have them all at restricted, so having just one is all that I really need for this cube for a deck. Now, of course, as I build decks and decide which ones to keep permanently made, I'll need more copies, and if there isn't a buyout, then I'll be getting them as singles or cracking them. This is one of those. This goes in the toolkit for sure. And I think this one too, even though it's not a card that I believe made competitive decks, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your main deck in any order. This is really scry 3 and draw a card. It's really scry 3, then draw a card, which is, I think it's 4C in Magic. Of course, 4C in Force of Will is really divination in Magic. Draw 2 cards as a sorcery speed, so just a regular chant, not an instant. Beautiful. I love this card. I love this set, and I want to crack a lot more of it. I hope to do so before anybody decides to go crazy and buy them all out. But luckily, I think for Force of Will, I think Force of Will is going to be very hard to buy out given how incredibly overprinted these sets were, which I think is wonderful because I want to crack dollar packs for now. Yes, I express some guilt sometimes about buying dollar packs when stores paid more than $1 for these, but if they're $1, I'll buy them for $1, and I'm not going to complain about that because then I can build a gigantic cube for very little expense as compared to what I would have had to pay if it was, say, Magic or Pokemon, even Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, that's not letting me, that glue is really not letting me go that way, so I'll go around it. I've already cracked the Dark Alice out of here, so I think I have all the rulers that I want, except maybe, no, the Valentina that I want is the one from SKL, for my rulers that I want to build to for the cube. This guy's pretty good. Banish it. Your J ruler cannot be targeted by spells or abilities this turn is up. It protects your ruler. Very good. Very good card. Meat Dragon. Flyers are always very helpful in decks. And I don't know when it'll be when I'll call it, I'll say halt. These are all the cards that I want for now. Let's just put them all in decks. Don't know when that will be. Not sure yet. So it's kind of interesting that these packs are from Japan, and definitely the foiling is different to the foiling in the Seven Kings packs from Belgium. Look at that. That's very different foiling. Let's make a note of that for the collector and me. Got my COVID vaccine this morning, my first shot. Got Pfizer. I think my dad also got Pfizer. So I have to go for my second shot. I think it's 3 weeks from now. Of course, they gave me a little card with my next appointment, and I forgot it there. But I know when and where to be. So it'll be easy. Yeah, Dark Alice Shadows. I've already sketched out this deck. And then all I need to do is go pick my shadows and pick my toolkit and then do a build. I may do that this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet when I'm going to do it. But I'm almost ready. I've looked through a lot of cards. And of course, there's multiple cycles of doing this until the curtain falls and I'm done. Target J Resonator loses all abilities and cannot gain abilities until end of turn. Yeah, so it's kind of like a temporary silence. Not silence, but a temporary can't do anything kind of thing. Whenever you gain life, target Resonator gains plus 300 until end of turn. Nice. Yeah, that's great. And this is one of those big birds that can't fly. There's a couple of those in this cluster. Yep. And then an uncommon foil. Okay, next pack. We've already cracked a bunch of rulers for the builds that I want to do with these cards. But now I'm at the stage where I want to really start bulking up with more packs. I'll have to wait because money is tight as always. Yeah, money is tight as always. So I actually already spent all of April getting a bunch of Force of Will packs, which I'll be cracking, and then since I will not be cracking anymore, it'll be a couple of weeks of just builds, just doing builds and sketching out decks, which is what cube making is all about. Another one for the Dark Alice deck. Yeah. Oh yeah, great. That's my third, of course. And this is my base rarity one. This is the one that I want to put in all the videos. I'll sleeve it, but I just want it as my base rarity. And this is going to be, there's only going to be one in a deck. Great. Fantastic. And then, yeah, for the fairy deck. I haven't built a fairy deck yet. Yeah, and a foil uncommon. I think I still have 2 more packs. Oh, these cards were a little out. There we go. Not the most elegant, but I forgot my scissors. And these packs are better opened with scissors. Okay, so I see more shadows, and it looks like... Okay, these are the little thingies. Force of Will point system that went away, which is a shame because I used to crack a lot of packs into it. Another shadow. Oh no, it's a demon. I'm sorry. It's just a flyer. No, it's not. It's not for the shadow deck. I'm wrong. So yeah, the Dark Alice Shadows deck basically makes itself out of Twilight Wanderer, and I think I have enough of the cards already. I especially have the Dark Alice. And I already had a base rarity one. And I'm a fan of base rarity for actual physical decks that I build. I'll start prototyping it. I've got some idea what the dual stones and other... I need more Ruler's Memoria for this particular cube. I did get a bunch for when I reconstructed the competitive decks that were Alice only, but I want to do another round just because with Force of Will being as affordable as it is right now, yeah, it's something that it's doable. Yeah, like that. Target Resonator gets negative 400, 400. Until end of turn. Yeah. I was already getting negative 200, 200. Yeah. And I think that's all that I really had to say at some point. That's all the commentary that I have. This guy has red. Red Awakening is a black card and is a shadow, so he's in my list for the Dark Alice deck. And I think it's going to be fine because that deck needs a toolkit, in which there is one limited, restricted I should say, Guinevere. So I'll be having enough dual stones, and I think I want that deck to have a playset of this card. Very nice, very nice. This is my second Ruler's Memoria, and now a foil for the cube. Fantastic pull. Very happy about that. As I always say, Twilight Wanderer always delivers, and this guy foil. So yeah, that's some really awesome pulls in here. Especially, now I didn't really pull, did I pull any Regalia? Only that one. But boy, does this make up for that. I mean, that is a fantastic pull out of Twilight Wanderer.